You clicked on this video because you want to know, is Killer Klowns from Outer Space worth it? And I'm here to hopefully give you guys the answer as quick as I can, try to make this video as short as I can, but I want to make sure I go over everything. I have now been playing for the past couple days since the release. I have over 15 or so hours in the game, and I've played plenty of clown, plenty of human, where I feel like as of this moment, I'm recording this on May 29th. This will be the second day of launch or early access. I think that I have a pretty solid idea and an answer to that question. Now, really quick, just in case you clicked on this video and you have no idea what Killer Klowns is or what to expect, I'll just briefly say, as quick as I can, it is a asymmetrical horror game, which, if you don't know what that is, if you know the games like Dead by Daylight or Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Friday the 13th, those are asymmetrical horror games. In this specific game mode, it is 3 clowns versus 7 humans. And each team has a goal or an objective that they need to achieve in the 15-minute timer that each game has. Now, for clowns, in this game, clown's objective is to kill all 7 humans before the timer runs out by either cocooning them, or if you have a mallet or a melee weapon, you can kind of bonk them over the head. If you know Dead by Daylight, there's something called a mori. You can do a mori in this game, or it's called a clown fatality, and you'll definitely see that throughout this game, for this gameplay. And so that's basically what clowns do, and that's their whole objective. And they're trying to cocoon people, as you can see here. I'm putting this cocoon on this contraption, very similar to the hook in Dead by Daylight, and you are trying to reach 14 cocoons, whether that be humans or you can find cocoons laying around the map. For humans, your goal is to, if you played Friday the 13th, for example, similar to that, you are trying to find special items around the map in chests, on benches, on the floor that help you escape. There are different exits on the map. One of them is a bunker, one of them is a boat, the other one being a bridge, and the other one is this portal that you can take. Each of those exits has a specific item you need to get out of it. Just for example, the boat, you need to have fuel and you need to have a spark plug. Once you have those 2 things and you attach them to the boat, you can leave. Each exit can have a maximum of 3 people. Humans can attack clowns, clowns can attack humans, and it's all up to you on how you want to play the game. You can sneak around. By running, you do show a signal to the clown of where you are. There's a little circle that kind of pings for them, which means they can see where your footprints are. So you kind of have to be a little careful at times about that. If you're curious on how this game plays, or, you know, okay, cool, I know all of that, but how is it? How does it play? Are the clowns too OP? Are the humans too overpowered? Well, to simply answer that, and I'm going to be completely honest, as of today, I feel as if this game is very solid. I think the clowns have a lot of pros. I think the humans have a lot of pros, and I feel like at first it is definitely going to feel like the clowns are more overpowered than the humans. And after a first couple games, as you're leveling up your character and you're getting more abilities and you're upgrading and you're learning how to play the maps, I feel as if the skill gap between the 2, humans and clowns, is very similar. But it all has to do with how you play the game and how you choose to play the game. And I don't have a definite answer on how to play the game because the game is brand new. And I think there's a lot of strategies that people are trying to figure out, myself included, on what is the best way to survive? What is the best way to play the game to make sure as many people can leave? Something that I've been trying to figure out is, okay, if I spawn in the game and I get a spark plug and I get fuel, do I immediately leave the boat, or do I set up the boat and have it ready for people and then go try to work on a new objective, which is something that I've been doing. But also you have the risk of, okay, well, what if you just so happen to get stuck by clowns right after that and then you're dead? So it's like, well, then I just did all that work and I died. And of course, there is a big thing about resurrection in this game. I haven't mentioned that yet, because I thought, you know, a little too much information all at once. But now that we're here, if you do die in this game as a human, there is a machine on the map that you can use to resurrect yourself or resurrect other teammates. If by chance you die or your teammates die by whatever way it may be, from the cocoon or from the clown fatality, you can still revive your teammates during the game as long as that machine is working. Clowns can turn it off, which obviously would mean it wouldn't work, but you will know, the game will tell you. There is a notification that pops up to tell you if the machine is off, and that is very visible. And this helps a lot. It is super useful. I've had situations where I've been the only human left and I brought back 6 other humans, which was super helpful. And you will find out that this happens a lot. You will be using this machine all the time, and it really adds to the game and makes every single game very different, which is amazing and adds so much to this game. We've gone over humans and we've gone over the clowns. There are definitely some things that I've left out in this review that are things to find that are special and cool to find by yourself. There's a lot of Easter eggs to the original movie, and if you guys haven't seen that original movie, I can promise you you'll appreciate this game even more if you know about the movie and have seen the movie. There's so many little things in here that call back to that movie that make this game also very cool in that sense. Now, let's quickly talk about the cons, because there definitely are cons in this game. Again, I've been giving a lot of positives, a lot of things that are making me very excited and things to look forward to, of possibilities of where this game could go. There are definitely some cons in this game, definitely. And if you guys have some that you want to let me know in the comments that I didn't bring up, please feel free. I've only played 20 hours, so there might be some things that maybe I didn't notice. So please do leave me a comment if there is something that I maybe didn't bring up, some cons that you think are glaring and I didn't mention. But one of the big cons, talking about clowns, is one of the weapons in particular, the popcorn bazooka, is very overpowered. I've been trying to figure out, are there really ways to leverage around this? Is this gun just very, very overpowered? Is it not as overpowered? But from my games, I have to say, it definitely does. The cooldown on that gun is 3 seconds. And what it does a little bit of damage, but also has a tracker on you. Now, the tracker is really important, and it's a pro for the clowns, 100%. It helps them with tracking. That 3 second reload time, if you want to call it that, is definitely not enough. And it's happened many times to me. We'll just spam the damage button, and they'll do a little bit of damage, but that damage adds up, and it makes it very frustrating at times. There are definitely some times where people are spamming weapons, and it's not just that the popcorn bazooka that's overpowered. It does seem like almost all of the clown weapons, I wouldn't say overpowered, more so if a player knows how to abuse the weapon, they can abuse it and they can spam it. Now, I don't notice it that often, but there are definitely games where I'll go up to a clown to try to beat him, to try to, knock him out. He will just spam right click on his gun, and it hits me like 10 times and I'm down before I can hit him 3 times. That is very rare. I've only had a couple games that happen like that, but it does happen. I've very much noticed that. And then another con for humans is I feel like the humans are definitely squishy in comparison to the clowns. If you're a human, it takes a lot to kill a clown. Every weapon you have has a durability on it, and it takes about 1 full weapon, from my experience, to kill a clown if you're using the normal weapons like bats or a metal pipe. Things like a metal poker or an axe do kill the clown a lot faster, but it still takes up most of the durability. So by the time you kill that one clown, if one more clown comes over, you're gonna have to run. You can't kill that other clown, which I'd say is more of a pro. That specifically, because it makes it so humans aren't as overpowered. You can't just have one weapon, kill all the clowns, and then you have 45 seconds, which is the respawn time for clowns, to go do whatever you want. So it does help in that sense for a pro. But the con, the fact that the clowns do a lot of damage and make it feel like the humans are more squishy, I feel like, than they are. If you are a lower level character, if you're only a level 10 character, you haven't unlocked the police officer character, and I'm not saying the exact archetype name, I apologize, I forgot the name off the top of my head. They have a lot of HP, and I've been playing as them a lot today and a little bit of yesterday, and I've noticed a little bit more in the HP. It takes a lot more to kill you, but the sacrifice of stamina, I don't know if it's worth it, because you do have less stamina playing as the cop, which definitely comes into play when you are being chased by clowns. Those are the biggest things. They might not seem like a lot, and I don't think they are, because I genuinely think this game is very good. I think it has a lot going for it. I think if the devs love this game, hopefully just as much as we do, if not more, I could see them adding so much to this game. There's so much potential in terms of maps and new characters and new clowns from the movie, from the TV show that's rumored to be coming out. There's so much that can be done. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how this game goes forward. I don't want to make this video too long. Like I said, I kind of wanted to give you guys, what is this game, right? Let's go through all the things. What is this game? What can you do in the game? How does it work? How does it play? What are the objectives? All of those things. I'm pretty sure we answered those questions. To reiterate the question, should you buy Killer Klowns? My answer simply is I definitely think this game is worth the $40 charge that it is. Now, if none of what I said sounds fun to you, that is totally fine. Everyone has their own opinion and you might just not like this type of game. But if you clicked on this video, I can only imagine you probably already kind of are leaning towards one direction or the other. And from my time playing and from my experience playing both clown and human, I've had so much fun playing both. And something that I thought I wouldn't like at first, being as of right now, you can't choose a role. It randomizes it every game. And there is a chance someone you're playing co-op with might be put on the opposite team as you. I kind of love. Not only does it have you play different game styles by playing clown or human, but it also makes you want to play more because you want to keep playing. I want to play clown again. I want to play human again. Or dang, I got clown